Morning everyone. Now I've got a little project. This is just I did it to see if I could do it because I have made furniture before, but I needed to find one that was easy enough for me to show you, which you could either class as modern or you can class it as a vintage style 3-piece suite. So like I say, I've not even finished it because it was just a model to see whether I could do it to show you the easiest possible way. Now, this is the settee, and honest to God, you won't get one easier than this to make. And they're the chairs, but I've not done the backing on them. There was no point because I'd only waste. This is going in the bin. It was a prototype. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of card for each piece. That's it. And you can use boxed paper, corrugated card. I just got an old box I cut up and just use that. You don't even have to peel this or anything. Use it as is. And I'm going to show you how to do it, how to put one together. You cover everything first, you pad it first, and then you glue the whole lot together. It's so simple. But for anyone who wants to make furniture, think, oh no, I can't, I could never do that. Yes, you can. And even a beginner can do this. It is so simple. So I'm going to take you through the process. They're sturdy as well, you know. Nice shape. Modern or vintage. Put a little cover on the backs, little covers on the arms. Now you can put a cushion in there. I didn't do it because you're just making the set chair, and then what you do with it then is up to you. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to tell you what you're going to need. Actually, I'll put these here where I can grab in case I need to explain something to you. You need a little bit of wadding. We sell this by the sheet in the shop, and it's perfect for that type of furniture. So you get a big sheet of it. I think it's £2, something like that. 152 quid, something like that. So you need that. You're going to need, like I say, some cardboard. I'm just going to get some more of that. Now, you can do it out of old boxes. This is an old box. And I'm just going to show you how to do it. It is so simple. And yes, a beginner can do this. And don't worry if it doesn't turn out perfect. You will get better. Try one as a prototype, like I do. I do prototypes, and then if I see what I need to change, if I need to change anything. So you just get a nice, you need a decent box. And we're just going to cut it. It doesn't matter if it's got anything written on it or anything like that, not at all. Because you're going to cover it all. Cut out and follow the lines that's in the card if you can. It keeps it straight, that's one thing. Just cut out pieces like this. All the nice neat pieces, including that bit, because that'll become a seat. Obviously, if there's anything we don't need, we just cut off and discard. We don't need that piece. That piece, like I say, will become a seat. Like that. You can do these any style you want. You just need to know how to put one together. And I'm going to share that with you now. Now, the thing is to look at it. That could be the front panel of your seat if you wanted to do it. If you wanted to put one on, you could do that as one whole piece, and that's the front of your, that's the seat, and that's the front of your settee. If you wanted to, we're going to keep it because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with mine. Like I say, keep these bits because they'll come in handy for something, like either a seat. Keep them as big as you can, then you can cut them down to size. We can use that, I think. Yeah, so we'll keep that bit, discard all that. Again, you can keep this section because that will do a front of a settee or 2 chairs if you're going to put fronts on them. Just try and keep the edges straight as possible. That's why I'm cutting either side of the crease. I'm just going to take my cardie off because it's boiling again. It started off so miserable this morning. But I just wanted to help you with this for beginners because I've been asked loads of times. I'd love to make a doll's house, a room, but how do I do the furniture fee? We've got these pieces. Now the biggest piece you're going to use to make the settee. The back of the settee. Now you can get something round. You need to make sure you want the size. I would, for a miniature one that's about right for a room, that's 6 inches. So I would only do 6 inches, and the back, let me just, oops, I've dropped them all on the, and 3 inches for the top. So I would mark out 3 inches on the biggest piece. Right. I'm just going to use my board to cut this. So you're going to need a knife. Move that one away and keep it out of your way so you don't get yourself all mixed up. Because I have done that recently. Oh, I've done it lots of times. I mixed my card up a couple of times. Oh, bum! It's just falling off the deck. I need to move that dish. Let me just move the dish. Because that's in the way. Like I say, we'll just put them there if I need to show you them again. And we'll shift this out the way. That's all my pieces there. Okie dokie, let's get going. So now we've got that, we need to measure 6 inch wide. Save the bit you're going to cut off. Cut that. Keep that bit. Right on it, this is the back. So you know where you're up to. Now we need to shape that. All I do is I take a piece of card, and I might want to, I don't need one this big, it'll only be wasting it. I'll put a piece back. Don't want to be wasting that either. And keep yourself a little folder with all your templates in. So I'm going to use this as the back of mine. So I'm going to make myself a little template. And I want the back of my couch to come down like that. Like that. Okay? So what I do is get rid of that. That's my template. So just round that off. Just get it as basic as you can. That's it. That's fine. So keep hold of that and settee back. Okay? So keep that. That will also do for your chairs as well. Well, no, you'll actually cut a smaller one for your chairs. Sorry. You can do one for the chairs afterwards. So that's it. There's the back done. Don't need to do any more to that just yet. Now, what we do need is the sides. So we're going to take a couple of these little bits. So now we've got these two. Now take the smallest of the two, because that's the one you're going to use for this section. You're going to need this, at least that height, and then you have to allow to turn it over. So you're just going to curl it. So I don't need I'm giving you the measurements of this. 6 inches wide by 3 inches long, and then we've cut it, and I'll measure that for you. So the side here is 1 1/4. So it's 1 1/4 there. We'll write that down. 1 1/4 inch. This is 6 inches, okay? This is 3 inches. So you can write your measurements down. So you need this one at least 1 1/4 inches, which is there. And then you're going to need 3/4 of an inch long to turn over. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. So do it at 2 inch. Cut this at 2 inches from there to there. And then I want mine as wide as that, so I think that's about 1 inch and 1 3/4. So from there to there is 1 3/4 inch. Okay, 2 inches by 1 3/4. That can be perfect size for your settee. And then what you do with this, you have to bend it, because it's going to curl around like that. Okay. So we need 2 of those exactly the same. We've got the right way. Just going to explain that again in case you got a little bit confused, because I never thought about it, to be honest. Cut everything with the grain of the corrugate, you know, the corrugated section, with the lines going across all the time. And that way, when it comes to bending them, you'll be able to bend them. Now, oh, it doesn't matter about that, you can leave that on. So we've got 2 pieces the same. So that's for the arms. And then what we need is the seat. So again, we're going to need it 6 inches long. Oh, slightly less. 5 3/4. 5 3/4, because your arms are going to go on the ends, aren't they? So you just need 5 3/4 and 1 3/4 for the width of the seat, which is the width of the arm. So I'm just going to cut that. Discard that, you don't need it. And like I said, you just need 4 pieces. Right, check that, 1 3/4. Oops. Discard that. Let's just move these out the way. Okay, so we've got here, from there to there is 1 3/4. From here to here is 5 3/4 inch. 2 arms, the back, and a seat. You don't need the legs because this becomes the legs. Okay? Now, all we have to do is cover them. And for that, you're going to need some wadding. You do need to put your glue gun on. I'm just going to go, I've got a bit of wadding here in case I need a little bit more. Okay, there we are. So let that warm up. We're going to put this on here. And we'll put that like that. And that like that. So that's a big enough piece. But then you're going to need some fabric. So I'm just going to move this out the way, because we do. See how many settees you can get out of a small box? Or, well, you need the chairs as well. I'm just going to show you the settee, but it's the same principle for the chair. You do them exactly the same. I've also got a little bit of this to put on the base of the seat, if I want to. And I'm going to do a little bit, it's foam. This is the half-inch foam. But I also want to put that on for the seating. That fabric, do you remember that lady? Sorry. Do you remember when, I can't remember her name, sorry, it's gone out of my head. She brought me this. I'm going to make it out of this. So it's going to be perfect. So I've done my prototype, now I have to do a good piece out of this. So as soon as the glue gun's ready, we're going to go in and sort this out. So I need to see if I can get the glue gun going. You just need to have enough glue to pop it on like that. Right, I think I need a little bit more glue. You can use fabric glue or whatever you want to do. That's that. Oh, I'm going to put that on there. Like that, I think. So I'm just going to use that kind of foam for the actual seat and these for the rest of it. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it doesn't fit perfect. So what you do then is you cut these bits out. And like I say, we do sell this. To be honest, what I might do is do these as a kit. You know, if you want a kit making from these, I can do the wadding and the foam, and I can make this, because now I've got a template, so I can do this and sell it as a kit. And all you have to do is put the whole thing together. So if you want that, tell me on this video if you want one making. And all you do, cover it, put it together. Simple as that. It can't be any easier for you. I'm doing all the hard work. So what we're going to do is just trim this off. Yeah, I'll make a kit, because I know it's going to be a lot easier for people who want to do something like this. I'm going to leave that as is. And just do a kit. I've got lots of fabrics. You can choose your own fabrics from the collection. So I'll put the pictures up of the fabrics, and you choose the kit with that fabric that you like. But I think that'll be a great thing for you to learn how to do them. You've got this video to do step-by-step instructions. So we've all got all our pieces. I'm just going to cover this first. Right. Now you have to leave at least a half an inch to an inch. We'll do an inch all the way around. Okay. Because you also need to cover the backs of them. So let me just show you. This is the seat, remember. So what we do is we're going to cover that. Put your glue on, pull that over, pull it pretty tight. Like that. And then you're going to do the other side. It doesn't matter if you... Like that. Oh, isn't that nice? That's going to look fab. Now, the way to do the ends is how I do them. You can choose whichever way you want. You do it like you do your hospital bed. So I'm going to glue this down. Like a sandwich, like that. Like the end of the way the nurses do the beds. Just fold it in. It's the neatest way to do it. And then you're just going to glue that bit. So that has to be tucked in like that. Nice and neat. This is a little bit long, so I'm just going to cut it. Again, bit of glue there to glue that down. Same on that side. And we glue that in. Sorry, I hope you're seeing this like a sandwich. Like a bed you do. Not like a sandwich. And then you can just do that, it's fine. And we pull that over like that. And there you go. You just try and release that bit there. That's it. It was a little bit tight. Just release it and glue it. Now the one thing you need to do is to cover the back. I'm not going to do mine with the same fabric. I'm going to put a chocolate brown leather back on it. But that's my seat. Isn't that fab? Great way. Now we're just going to do these bits because they're the next easiest bits for you. Now what you've got to do with this, we have to turn it over. I'm going to use the flattest section, right? And we just roll it over like that. So you need some clips if you've got them. If not, a rubber band. A rubber band will do. So I've bent it over and you just glue down the side there. You've already pre-bent it. Fold that like that. And hold that down, and just in case you can use a clip. So we'll do that again. I'm just going to change my glue stick. I know I sound out of breath. It's not that thingy. I've just run up and down stairs. Fold in, fold over, and glue it down. Flat as you can, press it as hard as you can. Now, I didn't do the thing on that, did I? But it doesn't matter. I mean, a little bit of leather will go there. So I'm just going to fold this in. See how easy it is with a corrugated card? That you can do that. A sticky clip on and leave that to one side, and we're going to now cover this. So take the fabric, again about 1 inch all the way around. Now this is the only bit that you have to be careful with because you're going to go round, it's not straight. So I'm just going to cut that. I'm really sorry, but I can't remember everybody's names, but you all saw me do the video when the lady gave me this, and it's stunning. She gave me these, look. Fabulous. A wonderful, wonderful gift. Now what I'm going to do with this is do the back section first, because the bottom, because it's straight. I'm going to try and get that straight on my card. Like that. Push down and fold that over. Like that. Now I'm also going to pull that back and just do a little bit of glue like that, just to hold that down. Now, the thing is with this, we've got to go around. So we're going to cut this like that, because you still need it about 1 inch from the edge. Where the curve starts, cut. You snip it like that. It'll just make it a lot easier. Think about where the curves are for you. This one, join together like we did before. Like that. And we fold that in and fold that over. And then we can just glue. But when you do that, pull it inwards as well. Then you're pulling this tight. So you pull it in and slightly down. Now what I do is I go left to right, because that way you're going to get an evenness between the whole thing. So pull that down. And we get ready to pull it in and slightly down. Like that. I'm just going to do mine again. I folded it in more actually. Actually I didn't do it on that, did I? It doesn't matter. We'll do it like that. I thought I did the corner thing. Didn't need to. Okay, and then this is where we have to be really careful. Do the middle first. Pull that over. So we're going to do the top middle ones. And pull it into the shape. So you're overlapping. I'm going to pull it over this way because we want it to come over that bend. Like that. See, you're overlapping it all the time. You just do that. Pull that over. And same with this section. And overlap that. Now anything that's not glued down, you can glue that down. And you're going to cover the back anyway. And pull that over and stretch it. And look, isn't that fantastic? These should be ready. Now what we're going to do is just to cover the backs of everything. So, I am going to use, like I say, a little bit of leather. That's perfect for it. Okay, so all I need to do is to, right, the way I do it, put it on there, and you're not going to go to the edge. So you're going to need that much. Just going to snip that. You need to go there. Leave some of this showing. And I'm going to snip that there. And then basically all I have to do is to be really careful. So I've got that there. I can put it on my board and cut it with the knife. But I think I'm pretty good at cutting a straight line. And then you take the seat, which is the seat anyway, you're not going to see it, see? And it'll fit like that. I'm not that good at a straight line. You can measure it all if you want to, I don't. But what I am going to do is to glue all the way around the edge. And a little bit in the middle. Take hold of that. And pop that on. That has made a very nice, neat finish. Now anything like this you just glue. That's fine. See, sometimes it does. I don't always go right to the edge because I like to do it afterwards. I'll make sure it fits like that. That good. So that's that one. Fit that on and then trim that off. That's it. Right, we'll just move these bits out of the way and we can put this settee together. I'll also make a cushion, maybe two. So, here's your settee. Brilliant, isn't it? Now, put the seat on first. All you do is glue the whole back of the chair, of the settee. And your chair, you put exactly the same together, the same way as I'm doing this now. You see the little ledge? You sit that in there, like that. You sit it in and hold it. Like that. Oh look, you could do a nice little garden bench. Put some legs on it. See, it makes you think, doesn't it? Now I've done something I forgot to do. I mean, I haven't done something. Before I put this on, I could have sewn in some beads. And I forgot to do that. But that's something you can do. I'm just showing you how to make the settee. Now you need the legs on it, so that sits. You have to measure this with the top of this. So what I do is, you need to go down there like that. And just so far across. And that sits there, giving you a leg. It's only a small one. You could also put legs on it. In fact, I could push that down a little bit, yes. But you do have to make sure that both sides are the same. So we'll do this again, just from there. And about ½ an inch to an inch there. Now, like I say, we do need to make sure that this is about the same. So look and see what you've got here. And that should measure from there to there, the same. Let's just see if we've got a measured one there. Yeah. That needs to go on there a bit. Sorry, it needs to go back a bit, that's it. Just glue it down. I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on there. You can't see the glue, it's all hidden. Hold that in. Now, the only thing, I didn't put enough on this one, so I'm just going to do that now. And this needs tucking in there, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in there. And tuck that in, just so it's the same as this. Hold the two together. Where's my little clip? Use a different clip. I have some different strengths. That's it. It's a little bit stronger. That's it. That'll do. That'll do. Right, if you want them taller, you do them longer, obviously. And I didn't do that, but like I say, it doesn't matter. So all I've got here are 4 little wooden beads. That's it. They are red, doesn't matter. Keep them red if I want, but no, I don't want to. I need to put some glue inside and on the outside. Stick that there. In fact, I'll just stick the glue on there. That'll be fine. And there you go. Wait a minute. Just stand up there. You've got a perfectly good couch. So that's my couch. What I'm going to do now is just make a couple of pillars. There's enough for one. And then what I can do, if I want to, is just for decoration, pop on a little flower. Like that. I'm just going to pin that corner onto there, that corner onto there, and one of these in the middle. Like that. It's just decoration to show you. Like that. See? And that's how you do it. And it's as simple as that. So I'm going to leave that with you. I think that's enough to help you to be able to make one. So, what I'm going to do is, I want you to make one of these and send your picture in. Just as you've been sending yours. And please don't forget to send pictures in this week. Some haven't done it this week, that did it last week. You know, not everybody can win. There's only one winner. But please, you've got to be in it to win it. And, you know, just send your pictures in. I don't get why people drop out of things. It's, whatever. I'm trying to do things that'll help everybody. You can send a picture in, surely. See how long this one was compared to this one. Oh, and I put a little bead in there. You know, like in the curl. You can put a bead in there and there. But that's how you do them. Send your pictures in if you can make one. And if you do want to have these as a kit, then let me know. And I will put a kit together. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye for now.